So right now, the stock market is actually having a bit of a pullback for the last few days. Nasdaq, bit of a pullback. S&P is having a bit of a pullback. And today's videos, guys, today's video, I wanted to talk to you about, is this the top? Is this the start of a big crash? Or is there something else happening behind the scenes that most people are not seeing? Let me share with you what I'm seeing right now. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, I'm actually giving away a free trading course, the trading course that I normally sell for. I'm actually giving away free access. johnsfreegift.com. There should be a very first link in the description. Go get free access to that right now, traders. Now, let's go have a look at the S&P 500. A nice quick update for you on the S&P 500 or the markets itself. And let me share with you what I'm seeing here. The first thing is that, is this the top in the markets? No. No. Is it the start of a crash? No. Okay. What we're seeing right now, traders, is just a very nice, healthy pullback in the market, and we're getting a bit of a pullback here. I believe what we're seeing right now is just a bit of a pullback. But here's the thing: once this pullback ends, you actually will notice that there's actually two channels. See how there's actually two channels that I've drawn on the S&P 500. There's this big channel, right? Big, massive. There's the big one through there. There's the big guy from there to there. Okay. And then we have, this other channel through here. Actually, let me just draw, and then we have this other channel through here. See that through there, right? So that's where we are right now. We're right there. So once we're getting a bit of a pullback here. See, we're getting that pullback through here. So once we get this pullback, right? Once we get this pullback right now, I believe this pullback is going to find a bit of support here soon and come up and break out of, see this channel that it's been in this whole time? This whole channel that it's been in this whole time, I believe this pullback here is very, very, very short-lived. Remember, traders, the trend is your friend until the end. This is just a pullback, a pullback, a pullback, a pullback, a pullback, right? I believe this pullback is going to break out, and once it breaks, and once we do break out of this channel that we're in right now, this green channel, once we get a pullback and once we start to break out, guess where we're likely to run to? We're probably likely to run to the other side of this other big channel, which is up here somewhere. And so if we go back and zoom in a bit more now, you would see that once we're getting this pullback here on the S&P 500, I don't know exactly how long this pullback is going to be, but I believe it's going to be short-lived. Then when we start to reverse, we're going to break this channel that we're in right now, this channel through here. Right, let me actually just make this a little bit thicker so we can just see the differences. All right, so there we go, just from there to there. Okay, so you can see that's obviously that channel through there. So once we actually break above here, then we're probably going to make our way up to the top there, and the end of the year is right there. Okay, so this is the end of the year. I actually see the market getting to 5,000 by the end of the year, but the way this is looking, depending on how. What this could be a slingshot. This could be a bit of a mock charge, a bit of a pullback, and an elastic band pullback, and then a slingshot. Because if this is a deep, shallow pullback and we start to make another run to a new high, I believe that's going to be a gunshot for the upside, and we're going to see some quite big moves. And again, the end of the year and this long-term channel comes into play right here, as we can see, right? Look at this here. Where are we? There we go. Right here. So at this major significant channel that we're being in right now, we're in this small channel, and then we've got these big long-term channels. What's right? Small channel, big long-term channel. We break out of this small channel. Guess what? We're probably likely to make our way up to the top of this channel here. Now, all I've done is where X marks the spot is this. Remember, this line here is at the end of. Let me just double check that. We've got the 30th of 12th. Yeah, right. So this is the end of this year. All right. So just simple looking at numbers, bit of X marks the spot on a time value, which means this is the end of the year, but this is also the channel, is that if we continue this trajectory to the upside, right, which is, as you can see, right, if I just draw a trend line from there to there, if we continue this overall trajectory to the upside, right, we continue up, we could probably make our way up to there maybe, and maybe even go up towards there. Now, obviously, we're going to get back up to the top. We do that, and we get back to the up here. But, this actually could be, this X marks the spot, could be where we end up finishing up by the end of this year. And now, especially traders, especially if this is a deep pullback, then maybe we're only going to get to 5,000 by the end of this year, and that's it, right? Because I believe the foundations behind this market is 0% interest rates, still doing QE. Yes, they're tapering right now, traders, but the tapering is not going to cause a big effect because it's only a small taper, okay? So we had this pullback through here right now, and when we get this pullback, once again, we get this breakout. If this is a shallow pullback right now where we get a very, very little pullback and then we go for another run to the upside like that, guess what, traders? This is going to be a slingshot move, and what we saw through here, we're going to see it again, and we're probably going to make our way back up towards that level through there. So if this is a deep, shallow pullback, that's what we're probably like to expect there on the S&P 500 through there. And this goes for all the other markets as well too. So same for the Nasdaq as well too. If you look at the Nasdaq, I've always had a 17,000 target for the Nasdaq. If you guys have been following me for a whole year, you would know that. But I've always had a long-term target. But you can see this same for the S&P, right? We have this big long-term channel we're in right now. There we go, long-term channel, and then we've in this bit of a short-term channel. Do we get it? If this is, once again, if this is just a small shallow pullback before we start to make a run to it, it's going to be really interesting over the next maybe next week. It probably won't happen tomorrow, but if next week we start to make a run for another new high up here, this is just a little pullback before. See what we had here? We're probably likely to see that again, and 17,000 is probably going to be the minimum. We may even get towards 18,000. As you can see, that's the top of that channel we're in right now. We may even see a run towards that level there on the Nasdaq as well. If we have a look at the diamonds is actually doing something actually a bit different. We've been in this overall big channel to the upside, as you can see, but we've actually had this sort of calming effect. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq have actually been making some big moves, but the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones has been doing pretty much nothing for the entire year, but now we're starting to break up, and now we're just getting a little bit of a pullback. So I do believe we're likely to hold here, and we're likely to see a nice big sort of slingshot move to the upside. And last off the rank, guys, there's actually, by the way, guys, I'm actually personally long these markets right now. And also looking at the Russell as well too. As you can see, the Russell has done a bit of a nothing effect through here, nothing going on through here, and then now we're getting a breakout and then a pullback. So this is probably going to be very short-lived, and we're probably likely to see this for the rest of this year when it comes to the markets there. So traders, right now, is this the top of the market? No. Is this the start of a crash? No. What's likely to happen? We may continue seeing a bit more of a pullback, but the pullback's going to be short-lived, and I see a very, very, very strong finish to the end of November and a very strong, just massive move coming in December. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.